You're welcome to From Single to Married with Zoe. Today, I'll be discussing something very important with you on alignment of mindset when it comes to choosing a life partner and building a healthy marital home. I want you to know that a healthy and very interesting marital home is not a function of prayer. It is not a function of love, and it is not a function of luck. A healthy and very interesting marital home is a function of wisdom. That is why the scripture says, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and in all thy getting, the scripture said, get understanding. Wisdom is the principal thing. The scripture never said prayer is the principal thing. Prayer is very important. But when it comes to building anything here on earth, wisdom remains the principal thing. In addition to prayer. But you see the problem with a lot of people today, particularly those in churches, they want to depend on prayer to get things done, when they are void of the wisdom required, and they are surprised that things are not working. This is one of the major reasons why a lot of people left the church, because they believe this thing is not working. There was nowhere God just told you, keep praying, keep praying, keep praying, keep praying. Prayer is important, but you must understand that when it comes to achieving results here on the earth, building anything here on the earth, wisdom remains the principal thing, in addition to prayer. You see, every marriage that we work become healthy and become interesting, the foundation remains alignment of mindset. The scripture says, can two people work together except they agree? There are so many marriages today where the two people involved are already divorced, but they actually love each other. It's not as if they don't love each other, honestly speaking. Most people think every marriage that is not working, the two people there don't actually love each other. Oh, it's a lie. There are marriages where the two people involved are divorced. They love each other, but things did not just work. They themselves are confused, but we love each other. You see, the source remains non-alignment of mindset. When two people are not thinking the same way, reasoning the same way, and their mindset is not equipped with the same thing, it will be difficult for them to work as one. Remember, in marriage, the two are coming together to become one, operate as one. In most cases, people believe that oneness is about having sex. Having sex. No, it's not about having sex. That oneness is about the mind of two people becoming one. Now they are thinking as one, acting as one, organizing as one, executing as one. It is absolutely a spiritual oneness and a mental oneness, but majorly mental oneness. This is why before you actually make a decision to go into a relationship with anyone, I mean a relationship you actually want to take beyond that level into marriage, one thing you must check is, do we align mentally? You see, this is why there is a state called the singleness phase. This is a time where you need to build your mindset, discover your purpose, work in purpose, know who you are. There is a phase called the talking stage. When you meet someone, you begin to take time to relate, discuss, ask questions. In the process of talking stage, that is where you are supposed to discover, do we align mentally? There is a process called courtship. This is time where you begin to make plans. All these stages, anyone that actually take these stages serious, honestly speaking, will not miss it maritally. But the problem is a lot of people are not patient enough to go through the singleness phase, the talking stage, and the courtship stage. In fact, At a point where some people are supposed to be building their life, discovering their purpose, working in purpose, working on themselves, that singleness phase, that is the period where some people are jumping from one prayer mountain to another. God said to me, God said to me, from one prophet to another, let me pray for my marital connection. Meanwhile, that is not what's supposed to be happening at that stage. At that stage, you are supposed to be working on yourself. Now, somebody that has failed to work on himself or herself during the singleness phase, how do you think the person will be able to go through talking stage effectively? The person is empty, man. Empty. This is the problem. The moment you miss the singleness phase and you have not done anything during the singleness phase other than Pastor, pray for me from one Monday to another, marital connection and so on, the truth is you are going to miss it. There are works that must be done in that singleness phase that will help you to get things right in the talking stage. There are work that will be done in the talking stage that will help you to get things right in the courtship stage. The work you do during the courtship stage is what you execute in marriage. This thing is a process. There is no success we see on earth today that doesn't have a process. No miracle success that is just happen. No, there's nothing like that. You see, most people see people that are successful and they just assume they are lucky because you don't see the sacrifices they have actually engaged privately. You don't see the labor, their tears, their pains. All those things are private. But you see the glory publicly. So you just come to a conclusion they are lucky. Ah, it is well. So the mind is the seat of decision making. And that's why we say you can't be better than your mindset. Because your mindset is simply you. Mindset, like I always say, simply means how your mind is set. You see, that mind is where decisions are made. And whatever is loaded on your mind is what you actually execute physically. When you see somebody who goes around, sleep with this guy, sleep with that guy, sleep with that guy, and you see a guy who has almost 6 girlfriends and so on, enjoying their life, that is how their mind is set. They don't see anything wrong in it. They are a victim of probably what they've seen happening in their community, probably what they see their parents doing, probably the kind of friends they keep, probably the kind of movie they watch, probably the kind of friends they keep. So those things have formed their mindset. So you can never tell them that they are doing anything wrong. They won't accept with you because that forms their mindset. So they are simply executing what is on their mind. And you see another person who refused to engage in premarital sexual intercourse, who refused to engage in immoral things. It's not as if that one is endowed with special grace. It's a function of mindset. The person may have been from a family where he or she has been taught that immorality is not something you should actually go into. They've taught him reason why he should not go into that and so on. The kind of movie the person is watching may have painted images of consequences of going into all those immorality. The kind of friends that person is keeping may be friends who are not into it and friends who are upright and very moral. So our mindset is simply how our mind is set. And I always say this: what you watch, what you listen to, what you read, the company of friends you keep, your background, your community, these things forms your mindset. That's why you can see some people today replicating what exactly their parents are doing, whether negatively or positively. And also you see some people just establishing friendship with someone and you begin to see the good or bad character of that friend in them. That's why we say your friend can either make you or destroy you. The only person that is qualified to go into marriage is someone that has sat down and has worked on himself or herself mentally. That's the only person. You know, I keep saying that marriage is meant for mentally mature people. Someone who has come to the understanding of equipping himself or herself with the knowledge and understanding required to make good decisions when it comes to choosing a life partner. When it comes to going into marriage and doing the needful in marriage, that is the only person that is qualified to go into marriage. Someone cannot be thinking like 5 and the other is thinking like 8, and you expect such marriage to work. No. So you may meet someone, you may like their personality. They may be beautiful, they may be handsome, they may be cool, they may be calm, they may even be a worker in church who, they are doing great work in church. How those ones should not move you into going into marriage with them. What should actually enable you to make a decision should be, are we aligned mentally? Can we sit down and have discussion for 3 hours without having any form of argument, crisis, shouting, issues? Can we both sit down and draw up a plan and execute it? Because in marriage, it's about two people coming together and making plans consistently. How do you make plans with somebody you are not aligned with mentally? The person is thinking Shokoto, you are thinking Lagos. The direction is not the same. So, see, I used to tell people this. When you see relationships where they fight today, fight tomorrow, they beg each other, they argue today, argue tomorrow, they beg each other. No, some people will tell you it's because they love each other. That's why they're having all those serious issues and arguments. It's a lie. It's a lie. Don't let them deceive you. The truth is this: they are not aligned mentally. They are not thinking the same way. They are not reasoning the same way. They don't have the same mindset. That's why you see issues upon issue. So when this one say A is for apple, the other one is not seeing A, the other one is seeing V is for vulture. So A is correct because it's seen as A. V is correct because seen as V. But they are not aligned. They are seen differently. Someone may be seeing 9, another person is seeing A, another person is seeing 6. They are not the same thing. So, you see, in order to avoid a lot of issues, make sure that you both achieve alignment of mindset before you both agree to go into marriage. You say issues upon issues, argument upon argument, fight upon fight is a statement, is a bold statement telling you something. Some people will say it is the devil fighting them. In most cases, the devil is not even involved at all. It's just non-alignment of mindset. And like I told you, it takes two people who have maximized their singleness period very well to actually get things right when it comes to this alignment of mindset. These people have worked on themselves. So, you see, when it comes to love, relationship, and so on, there is no, you learn this, I learn this. No. There are things you both must know. Just like when it comes to marriage, there are things everyone going into marriage must know and understand that will enable them to make good decisions, which will make things work. So you don't say, you go and learn this, I want to go and learn that. No. There are things you must know. Just as when somebody decides to study medicine, everyone, whether it is 1,000 students in that class, there are things they must know and understand before they are certified. And that's why they keep dropping there. Every session, they keep dropping there. Those that will eventually graduate, yeah, every one of them, sit them down, ask them questions on so thing, they are going to be saying the same thing. Also, when it comes to chartered accountants and so on, professional engineers and so on, this one will not be saying A and that one will be saying Z. No. There are requirements before they can actually be certified. They must know this. This thing also applies to when it comes to choosing a life partner. There are things the man must know, which the woman must also know. We coming together, we align. That's when you can now think of going into a relationship that will lead into marriage. It's very important. And let me say this. It's not difficult to achieve. If you are intentional and you are conscious about achieving it, you will achieve it. Every information you need is on pages of books written by professional visionaries in this line. Every information you need is on YouTube, being taught by some professional visionaries. There is nothing you need to prepare for marriage that is not available these days. There are many free materials that will easily help you. People are just lazy, and many want to actually operate on emotion to get things right. It's not possible. You see, it is only two people that has worked on themselves mentally that can actually get things right. If you miss it at this point, you will cry later on. You can't sit down with somebody to discuss 3 straight hours without an issue, and you're saying, "I love you, I love." It's an error. It's an error. This is someone you are going to spend the whole of your life with. It's an error. You see, it's not as if people who are having it nice in marriage, it's not as if they don't have issues in their marriage. Of course, they are not angels. So there will be one or two frictions at times. But they've also acquired the wisdom that is required to tolerate each other, endure each other, and to also sit down and resolve the conflicts. They've built a mindset that involves humility. So the humility to accept, okay, I'm wrong, I'm sorry, has been built in them. That's why you see some marriages that are working. Behind any marriage you see that is working is a lot of humility, a lot of forgiveness, a lot of correction, a lot of intentionality. This must work. Nothing just work. So where you see alignment of mindset, you are going to see a lot of agreement. A lot of agreement as a result of the two of them knowing and believing the same thing will lead into advancement of the relationship. When they get into marriage, it will lead to advancement and growth of their marriage. You will see them making plans and executing easily. That will lead to their marriage becoming healthy. They can function as one because they align mentally. But where you see non-alignment of mindset, you're going to see massive misunderstanding. There is nothing A is saying that B will ever understand. A is right, B is right. They are both right because they are not seeing the same way, they are not thinking the same way. There is going to be massive argument because when there is misunderstanding, there is going to be a lot of arguments. Those arguments will always lead to fight. And we are going to see unnecessary envy and unnecessary competition in such relationship or marriage. Peradventure, two people are listening to me now, and this is exactly what is happening in your marriage. The devil is not fighting you. All you need to do is for the two of you to intentionally agree that we are not getting things right. If you truly love each other, then you are ready to get things right. Simple as ABC. We are going to place you on some books. Both of you reading the same thing, having a review on what you have read. You see, mindset is built by what I'm reading, what I am listening to, what I am watching. When two people begin to read the same thing, they begin to build the same mindset. When two people begin to watch the same thing, they begin to build the same mindset. When they begin to hear the same thing, they begin to build the same mindset. So in a short time, you see them balancing things. They can relate well now. No issue, no fight, and so on. So it's about the two of you making up your mind that we want to get things right. But you see, the problem is this: most people don't even conduct self-examination or evaluation on their relationship. They just keep working on emotion. And some people already have the mindset it's normal to have issues, it's normal to fight, it's normal to argue every time. Like I told you, some people believe if they are not fighting, they don't love each other. Some people, that's the belief of some people. I tell you the truth. They believe if we are not fighting, if we are not arguing, that means, do you know there are some people that love fight? They love the house being on fire. It's not their fault. That was how they were raised. So they see that as love. Some people don't like peace. Honestly speaking, because they were raised that way. The movies they were watched, that is it. The environment they grew up, that is what they see. So they believe if there's no little violence in the house, there is no love. There are people like that, I tell you. But for those of you that really want to get things right, I'm telling you today, if there is no alignment of mindset, never make a decision to go into a relationship that will lead into marriage with that person. Peradventure, the two of you now love each other. I've told you what to do. You have works to do. You can dedicate the next 3 months or 4 months to now working on each other. It's not difficult. If truly you love each other, this thing is not difficult to achieve. It's just about, like I've said, now you've seen the disadvantage. Disadvantage is misunderstanding, argument, fight, unnecessary envy, and competition. This will destroy marriage. You've seen the advantage, a lot of agreement, advancement, easy to plan and execute, thereby execute plans leading to growth of the relationship and marriage. You've seen the benefits. Which one do you like? If you like the benefit, now the two of you just be ready and you'll be worked on. When you both know the same thing, you find it easy to reason the same way. You find it easy to plan this plan. You find it easy to help each other, to support each other. And that is just the truth. People today, oh, he's handsome, she's beautiful, she's this, that's what people look today, and that's why they fail in marriage. But I tell you, when you miss it at the point of this alignment of mindset, you have missed it, and we are going to cry seriously in marriage. In case you have a question for me on this, because like I always tell you, I've not even said anything on this. I've only mentioned 1% of things you should know. So in case you want to ask questions, you want to know more, my contact is there. Just um, chat me up on WhatsApp or give me a call, then I'll be so glad to actually attend to you.